Last time we left off with the party having just taken care of a little ambush and made their way to the Elf Song Tavern for the night. Slept peacefully. Wake up the next morning. And try to figure out what they're going to do next. Anybody have any questions about what's going on? Real quick.
What's going on? Just kidding.
I'm going to roll my portents.
I'm just selecting my spells at the moment.
Did we get a full night's rest?
Yes.
Long rest?
Not 100% sure we should just go visit my dad right now in case these things are following us.
So lead the bad guys straight to the old man?
Yeah, I mean, he can handle himself, but I'd prefer it not to just drop that on him. We should probably find out where these came from and kill them, is what I'm saying.
Oh, this is awesome.
Parents, even more surprised you care about him.
Oh, gee.
Cast banish on
This is a I think this is a
man,
win.
we just woke up, man.
And banish.
Using up those spell slots right away.
He's like, I gotta brush my teeth. Banish. Oh,
Trying to have some morning coffee, get some eggs, and banishment.
Just got a checklist. Brush teeth, do squats, banish Riken, move on.
You guys
being a Riken.
wait, what?
It's not so bad for Ezra because he's able to get another spell slot, so he's fine. He gets a whole 3 spells.
No.
Wait, Riken? Riken gets?
Or Ezra.
Oh, okay. I was like, Riken gets spell slots? What?
He does, don't you? You have Ranger, right?
Paladin.
Or Paladin. Okay.
No, I don't have Paladin. I have Ranger.
Ranger.
But yeah,
okay.
I have 3 spell slots.
What? Who is
Nerd.
it? Thinking of a different game, I think. Okay. So are you casting banishment or not?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I said it as soon as I
Okay.
said it.
And you remember Candlekeep adventure when you guys came here to the Wide?
Oh, yeah, I invented the haste
Yep.
card.
That's right, the haste card. It's a
That's right.
popular
It's here.
sandwich in the
You gotta go find it.
Crossover. It's happening.
It's all connected. Alright, so like I said, you guys wake up in the morning.
Yawn. So, what do we need to do today, guys? Are we gonna go get a boat?
We do need to secure a boat. We should also probably find out who's trying to kill us.
Oh yeah, someone tried to
think
kill
we
us
know
last
who-
night.
I think we know, or we can assume who's trying to kill us, but
All right, let me rephrase. We should find out where they are.
and why?
And, well, why doesn't matter. We're going to kill them back.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It shot us with poison darts. It's a coward's weapon. Remember Alabaster? Coward.
Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere far off. Alabaster sneezes.
He was the one shooting us. He has motivation. So, find them,
Oh,
stock up, boat.
He does have an illegal eagle.
illegal.
That he stole from us.
No. I don't think so.
He has one of them.
Edelar was trailing us for a while.
He, yeah.
Remember? In fact, that's one thing I want to find out about in the series, where she's at. But that'll be later in the game.
You haven't seen either of them in a while, so
The tower is home. We just need to throw a ring into a mountain. And they'll show up.
get attacked by a bunch of war-riding orcs.
All right. This is a side note, real quick. Y'all notice that Gandalf sent 3 eagles because he totally was hoping that Gollum would be fine. And then it's just sad that. Yeah. All right. Next game.
Gosh. Okay. So, yeah. Morning in the Elfsong Tavern.
I mean, I guess breakfast is first priority.
Yeah,
We
Monotony
paid like
rumbling.
we paid a gold a night. I think. Does that include food?
Yeah, I'll find out. Wander down to the tavern. And this is when I get told to roll a dex.
So you wander down to the tavern.
Yep.
Looking for, what was it again?
Food.
Just food. Yeah, so breakfast is, you can smell it being made. There's already patrons eating and drinking about the place. There's just a couple of barmaids. You don't see anybody else at the moment. Tavern wenches.
If there's like a table of adventuring looking folk, I would like to sit down with them. Hey, was anyone out last night for a walk?
So you look around and you try to find somebody that's geared, basically not wearing work clothes or regular dress clothes, stuff like that. You find a group of kind of ruffled looking men sitting off in a corner by themselves. That's about it.
I'll walk up to them.
They all turn and look at you as you walk up.
Hear the record scratch. So you folks seem like you've been around. Have you found walking crossbows that shoot you at night here before?
A bunch of eyebrows get raised and they look at amongst one another and go, I think maybe you had a little too much to drink last night, friend. And we're having a private conversation, so I'd appreciate it if you'd go back to your seat.
Insight check. Was that him being honest or trying to just get rid of me?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Why?
Both.
Okay. Take my hand up and attack her. Okay. I'll just go and sit down at an empty table and get something to eat.
Okay.
Making new friends?
Trying to. They did not appear to know anything about the machines that attacked us.
Did you ask about the creepy laugh?
I didn't. I'll just like lean back in my chair and yell at him. Hey, have you guys heard a creepy laugh at night also?
The murmur around the room stops for a second. Heads turn in your direction. There's a few whispers back and forth, and then it resumes conversations. Nobody replies.
I don't know if they like us here.
Well
This is
then,
what I wish I knew thaumaturgy.
so I'm assuming we're all gathered up then at the table eating.
Are you guys?
Yay?
See,
Are we?
Have we? Yeah, I'm downstairs.
Anybody not downstairs eating?
I'm
Going.
downstairs.
Going. Okay, everybody's downstairs eating.
Okay. So, if that creepy lady knew where we were sleeping, or knew where to ambush us, is it safe to say that we're probably being watched?
Almost guaranteed.
Well, I mean,
We're very interesting.
I'll say very quietly, very quietly, so nobody can hear. We're being tracked by the
What?
flag.
Nobody could hear.
I said, say it in your mind.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't be tracked, but
But if they're looking right at you, they can.
I mean that, yeah. I would look around to see if anyone's watching us, but I've kind of drawn attention from everybody.
Glancing about the room, you do notice that the odd patron once in a while glances apprehensively over at your group.
I'm gonna make eye contact and wink with every single one of them that glances at us each time.
That succeeds in getting them not to look at you.
I would
I
like
understand.
to actually use my medallion of thoughts to let's just say the last person that looked in our direction. I'd like to cast it, just say get some surface thoughts on what they're thinking about.
Refresh my memory. Where did you get that again?
It was loot from somewhere. It was not from Zephyros, though.
You know what I'm getting at.
Oh,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're getting at. That's the one thing that actually works no matter what.
I think
quick
that one
question.
does work.
Where did we get the Pearl of Power?
The Pearl of Power isn't from Zephyros.
Okay.
Yeah, that was from loot.
Actually, I think I've got a list of your guys' things from Zephyros here somewhere.
'Cause I got my scarf from there, and I got my mirrors. The mirrors I've never used, and the scarf that's now just a scarf.
It's not in there. Must be in here. Ah, yes, here it is. Ah, yeah, I have the list here, so.
I didn't get nothing from Zephyros. But I wasn't there. So.
Yeah. No, it's actually less items than you might think it is.
Well, it's probably safer for me, too.
So, it's not so bad. There's only, it looks like, 5 or 6 items total. So.
I never got anything from Zephyros, I don't think.
Yeah, you did. You
I
just gave them
paid
away.
Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, the earrings. That's what I got. And I gave it to Riken.
And they didn't work.
And they don't work anymore.
That's why they didn't work. Anyways.
I'm gonna while he's like asking people questions, I'm gonna purify my food.
Purifying your food. Okay.
Yes.
Cast a first level spell. Mark the slot off.
I mean, that works for anything that's right around us, right? So it's probably a good idea.
A sphere
All
within...
non-magical food. Sorry, but
Yeah.
What was the sphere?
5 foot.
5 foot.
5 foot, okay.
Radius. So 10 feet
Everyone.
across.
10
So
feet across,
the whole
okay.
table. The whole table.
I'd rather not be poisoned first thing.
Which, of course, I've got my backpack because things going weird, so I'm not leaving anything anywhere unattended, so I don't know if everybody else is doing the same or not.
Okay.
I mean, now
Probably
that
a
he
smart
brings
thing
it
with the
up.
2 ladies poisoning our party. So, do I get any surface thoughts?
From,
What do I hear?
From anybody in the room? Or
Yeah, I can kind of move it around here. Let me move post it?
Now, who do you want to use it on it particularly again? First or
with the last person that looked in our direction then looked away.
Okay. That person is just thinking about work that day and the annoyance of having to listen to the person across to them drone on about how bad they've got it.
Okay. I'll tell Ezra, hey, say something else about this voice or these machines.
How many was it? 6 of those mechanical crossbow things, and they walked, right? I'm not gonna say that in kind of a stage voice.
Did they walk?
They repositioned at some point.
Projecting for all to hear.
You do get some people looking over your direction, and since you're listening at the same time, for surface thoughts, get an overall feeling that the people are like, what are they on about again? Those people are weird. Stuff like that. But it's just a surface idea that you guys keep acting strange in a tavern that's usually pretty quiet.
Okay. I'll just tell everybody, let's just stow this talk about what happened to us last night. Nobody really knows what's going on. They don't know what. I just think we're all weird.
All right, I don't know anything.
Oh, we are.
So, well, that's just something else people want to do here. I want to see if there's any scrap from those things that we destroyed.
Yesterday, well, I was gonna say they did dissolve according to Ben, but I don't, because I tried to recover pieces and stuff, and Ben said they all dissolved.
That's right.
Yep, they did. Sorry.
So then,
we just locate object if we got any parts, but.
So should we try to just act normal or casual when we leave? Or try to maybe lure them out somehow, or don't let them know that we know.
I mean,
thing.
They know we know. They shot at us. So
I'm gonna AFK for just like 10 seconds. Just a second.
We're just figuring out what we're doing. I would say we can just wander about and wait for the next attack. It's a very reactive approach, but I don't know how to be proactive on this.
I don't see her wanting to attack during the day.
At least not in a crowd of people either.
Are you gonna go for like a shopping montage and go into shops and
go and see if we can figure out a boat situation in this time?
And do we need
shopping?
Yeah, what supplies do you guys need?
There's a few.
Does anyone need stuff? Because
I really don't need anything other than like like that's it.
Yeah, I could use some rations, but I mean that's just
we could get that here. But we can go shop around at the Wide. Check out a local blacksmith. I say nondescriptly. And then we can go hire a boat. You go check out the Gond Gate, go sightseeing. Sure, it's a very fancy gate.
As you guys are continuing to talk, Kai, you notice anybody with a 13 or higher passive perception notices a dark figure duck inside of the tavern, make their way over to a side booth and sit down.
I'm going to shift I haven't dropped my detect thoughts, and so it shouldn't have gone away by now yet, into that direction.
Your detect.
Oh no, it's 1 minute. So now it's
detect
probably
thoughts should be over. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was 10 minutes. I'll cast it again then.
Okay. Mark the spell off.
What are the casting requirements for it?
It's an item.
Oh, it's an
It,
Okay.
It's an item.
Just
Yeah.
has charges.
So just an activation word, probably.
Yeah.
You direct your detect thoughts to this new individual, and immediately you get the feeling that they are trying very hard to have a clear mind. You keep getting thoughts about kittens and puppies and blue lollipops for some reason.
Okay. And
Hey, have you heard a weird laugh last night? I say in their direction.
You said what?
Hey, did you hear a weird laugh last night?
There's no response from the person.
Yeah, but what were they thinking?
Yep, because I still have my detect thoughts on them.
You get a very quick image.
Okay.
And I will attempt to send that to you. I think I can do it in Discord anyways.
Submit it and then quickly delete it.
No fair.
And then right back to the kittens and puppies and blue lollipops.
You sent it to me in Discord?
In the main chat.
Oh,
Sorry, I just threw it in the main chat.
gotcha. Yep.
The individual
I'll
gets
just
up
say-
and darts back out the door.
Let's go follow that one.
I'm gonna throw 2 gold on the table, which should cover all of us, and then just follow right out the door.
All right, subtract the
You
2
too.
gold.
Follow.
As soon as I get outside, I'm going to have Luma come out and just fly up and keep an eye from up above.
Luma wakes herself up sleepily, complains a little bit, and then takes off. Several larger birds, though, immediately start circling her like they think she's lunch.
All right, bring her back. Ben.
I rolled for it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, which way?
Well, Kai can tell with his passive. So, you see the figure dart off. Kai, you see her dart off to the north. But you also see a second figure dressed exactly the same dart south.
Well, I don't know how it's possible, but there seems to be 2 figures, one going north, one going south, and the one going north is the one we saw come into the building.
Yep. You. The thing is you know where she went because you guys went right after her, so you're able to track her. But you see, like I said, an identical figure turn around and dart south.
I'm making the quick decision, going north.
Yeah, go with the one that we came out for.
It's probably an illusion, but it's the best lead we got, and I don't want to split the party.
All right, so you
So
begin.
we're going north?
You walk north to the intersection
I will cast.
or run.
As we as we follow her, I'll cast Arcane Eye, and I'll have it follow south to the other one.
Okay. You use the spell slot.
Yep, 4th level.
And you have it move south. What's its
Yep,
movement
I'll have
rate?
it. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, the figure running south was running, so it's going to outrun that.
Okay, well, I mean, I should be able to at least see it. I think that's...
Yeah, with the crowded streets not...
Oh, wait, it only has vision, dark vision out of 30 feet, I see. You can look in every direction.
So... Your eye moves south, but quickly loses the target. You guys move to this intersection. As you reach the intersection, you see the figure that you were following. I assume that you're running after her, right? Because she's running.
Yeah.
You see her continuing to run kind of down that north road. You can all see that, right? Kind of northeast, a little bit east. There, right?
Going up to the funeral
Lower
arrangements.
City.
Yeah, I just moved your token a little ways away from the elf song there. All right, let me zoom in a little bit. You see her dart that direction, yes. And you see two more figures look at the party and turn and run away down both of the other side passages to the east and west. Dressed exactly the same as that individual. Yep.
Just maintaining course.
How many people are out here right now?
Can't catch them all.
It sounds like it's a fairly busy day, so the only thing that's giving them away is their running.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, Ben, how many people are there right around us?
They're busy city streets, so sometimes there are, only a few individuals walking down these roads, but most of the time it's a steady flow. Not super packed because you're not on one of the main roads, but...
All right, I want to cast a spell.
Well, I want to do something real quick. I want to duck into an alleyway where I have a little bit of cover, and turn into an eagle.
Okay.
Or a hawk or something. Something not as easily hunted by...
Oliver ducks into an alleyway.
Yep, all wild shape.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to dimension door directly in front of them.
Okay.
So basically a little hole pops up in front of me. It only is a vocal command, and I just step out in front of them, so they basically just bump into me.
Okay. Cool.
Hello there.
Young woman. Black hair, dark makeup, white skin, and kind of a leather with silver chased tight outfit and a cloak, dark cloak.
Is she dressed like the figure you posted?
Similar, but not exact. She bumps into you, backs away quickly, and says, "Oh, pardon me," and then begins to dart off down a side street. As she does so, you immediately see coming towards you yet another dark-haired woman dressed similarly. She takes one look at you and darts off to the northwest, whereas this individual darts off to the southeast.
Did you say she went into an alley?
Yeah.
Cool. Cast slow.
You cast it out in the busy street?
No, I'm going to follow her into the alley and cast slow.
Okay.
So DC of 16 on a wisdom save.
Failure.
She can no longer run. She moves at half speed.
She starts when she slows down, she turns around slowly, looks back at you. Her eyes grow wide. She gets a panicked look on her face. And then she starts screaming for help.
I'm here to help, I yell loudly. Also, who
Help
shot
me!
us with poison
Help
darts
me!
last night?
Help me, guards! Guards, somebody's after me! Somebody's got me! Help! Help! She starts screeching and ignoring everything that you're saying. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, I'm taking to the skies as soon as
Okay,
let me.
you take off into the sky, just as Ezra is cornering a young woman down an alleyway.
Can anyone see us at this exact moment?
Yeah. Yeah, there would be at least a couple of people in the area.
I'm gonna like look at them confused with my hands up. I was like, what?
And she starts screaming again. She goes, "He cast a spell on me. I can't move. Look, help! Call the gods!" And then somebody runs off back out of the busy street, yelling for the guard.
So I'm gonna look back at her. Is she armed?
You look her over real quick, and you realize she is completely unarmed. No visible weapons.
And this was definitely the woman that came into the store.
Eagle, Oliver, what are you doing?
I'm looking for anybody
dressed
dressed.
still on the city streets, unless you followed Ezra.
I'm looking for anyone dressed similarly to the lady that we clocked in the tavern.
As you look around the area in the city streets, you see Ezra in his confrontation down the alleyway, but you also see another figure walking down the city street towards the party from the north. And looking a little further, you see one going across east-west, kind of there on the intersection to the south of the party as well.
Okay, so they're all converging.
No, the one that's going east and west is just going across the intersection to the south, not headed towards the party.
Okay. I'll swoop low enough that I could let Ezra know that I am going to be watching some others that are in the area, and I'll just kind of keep an eye on things. So I'll just keep an eye on the first one you said that was moving slowly.
The one that's in the alley with me?
No, the other one that's walking.
Oh.
Not.
They're both of the ones you've seen are walking. Just so you know, there's one that's to the north and one is to the south.
I'll take the one to the north.
Okay. All right. So with the rest of you, are you doing anything, or are you waiting for Ezra to do whatever he's doing after he dimension doored?
Yeah. So, did we see where Ezra went?
You would have seen him disappear with his spell, and then a flash of light directly in front of your quarry in front of you. She would have stopped and then darted off to the side. He would have followed her. That's all you.
And how far away were we from them? Like, what was the distance?
Maybe
between
60, 70 feet.
Okay.
Not a long ways, but on a city street far enough to be hard to catch up right away.
And are the streets super packed, like super busy, or just normal day?
You're on one of the main thoroughfares here, so yeah, it's pretty busy. It's not one of the main dredge, areas of the city, so you're not really super wall-to-wall people, but it's pretty busy. You get the odd cart goes by, stuff like that. Carriages.
Well, Kai, Reagan, I think we got ditched.
As you guys are doing that, a individual comes running back out from where Ezra was, and the next alley over, screaming for the guards. Immediately, you see a group of 4 guards that are walking down the street, turn and run over towards the man. They're wearing blazing fist emblems on their chests.
Oh boy.
Oh, it was nice knowing Ezra.
Hi.
So good to have such a helpful team.
Now, Ezra, what are you doing since they're all sitting there unsure what to do? And at this point, Ulver would have flown down towards you.
Yeah, letting you know I was going to the north.
I'm going to dimension door back to the party. I'm going down and taking those fuckers with me.
So you just...
So just pop back up in front of you guys.
Alright. So Ezra disappears from in front of the woman, reappears next to the party as the guards trot off down the alleyway. There's still shrill screams from the woman down there. And your party, though, is standing in the middle of the road. There's an area that has been created around the group as your spell was somewhat visible and apparent to those around you as people create a little bit of a wide berth around you. But they continue to move past.
Pull Ezra, Kai into the nearest alley. I thought we were supposed to keep a low profile. Why is a woman screaming? Did you kill someone?
Not yet. But.
Oh boy.
And then I'll just describe what she looked like to everybody. Like what she was wearing, that she had no weapons.
And then over, you see that that woman that you were following now is reaching the party because she was headed towards them.
Okay.
And you see her reach the edge of this little area that's been created about them. She starts to push her way past the party. Looks over at the party, and you see yet another of these dark-haired, dark-garbed with silver chasings, like on her skin-tight outfit. Looks over at the party. She gets a shocked look on her face, and then she turns and starts to scramble away.
Did the party see her and see this?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's a different. It was a different woman than the one that you were following, Ezra. They do not look identical in their facial attributes.
That was what
they are roughly the same body shape, size, height, etc. To where from a distance they all look the same, but up close you are able to define the difference between them.
Anybody have a way of tracking?
Okay, 1 second. Can I see Eagle over in the sky?
I mean, I'm not hiding myself.
Like you're just up flying around, right?
Soaring around.
Would you say you're less than 100 feet?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. If I can, I'd like to set up a mind link with him to speak telepathically.
Cool.
And then I'll say, in my mind, what do you see? Do you see the person we were chasing?
Right now, no, I don't see them, but Ezra has another one that's in an alleyway that he cast a spell on her, and she's freaking out. And there's another one that ran off in another direction, and then this one right in front of you.
Okay.
There's several of them out here, it looks like.
All right, you follow the one that's not screaming. We'll follow the one that's right in front of us. And do we see the one that scrambled away from us right now? Like now that he kind of pointed it out.
She would have been lost in the throng almost immediately to view from the street level.
I'll convey where she went, so that way.
She went back the way she came, so back up the main thoroughfare.
Okay.
The screaming
All right.
has stopped, and the party notices that at this point, off to the side, up ahead of them, as you begin to go after the woman that went north, you see the 4 guardsmen reappear at the alleyway, and they're looking furtively up and down the street. The black-haired, black-garbed woman standing with them, and they're all looking up and down the street.
Okay, and we're still in the alleyway, right? Are there people in this alleyway looking at us?
You are not in an alleyway because the rest of the party did not go to the alleyway. They were out in the street.
Well, I said I pulled him over so I could talk to him.
Oh, okay. Did everybody follow him over there? I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
He
from
said
Riken yet.
Grabbed me and pulled me in, so.
Need to hear from
I
everybody.
forgot about Reagan.
Need to hear from everybody.
Everybody.
Well, no, I'd be going with them, but we're still a big party just standing around.
Yeah.
But we did go into the alley, yes? All of us?
We are in the alley.
Okay.
Because
Good to know.
then I will cast Invisibility, level 5.
Okay.
And we will all be invisible.
Minus the eagle up in the sky?
Yeah.
Minus me.
So it's me, Ezra, Kai, Reagan.
Alright.
And then I'll say, let's go follow. Just don't bump into people.
That, if you're following the main road, that is impossible. You're going to get run into. That becomes immediately apparent as you are run into. Because it's crowded, people are looking for an opening to walk through places, and where you're standing will look like an opening.
Well, split up. Or, fan out.
How far can we get?
It doesn't matter.
Can we try to, roll for sneakiness or something? Try to,
Walk through.
As you begin
behind somebody.
as you begin to walk through the area, you cause enough of a commotion that a bunch of people are like, "What the hell was that? What the hell was that?" Oh, and then a little bit of an argument draws the attention of the guards, and 2 of them begin to trot your direction.
We can go back into the alleys here and then just navigate around. Will be less people in an alley.
Yeah, it's pretty easy going as far as walking through there and avoiding people.
Oh, it's like Ninja Warrior, but with peasants.
So we just have to occasionally cross a street and we can cruise on up.
Over the woman that ran away, she ducks into an alleyway to the east and runs through that, headed east now.
Okay, I'm following. I'll let Eidolon know. How far do we have this mind link, Ido?
Just until I break it.
Okay, so I'll just let you know where I'm.
Or until you go farther than 100 feet.
Which is already past it.
Okay.
So, you attempt to make a communication with him, realize he's out of range, and what do you do?
I just keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep watching.
She ducks over to the north, ends up on the busier street, kind of stops, panting for a second, calms herself, smooths her clothing, steps out onto the street, and heads east, walking.
And I keep following.
As you are following her, you see another person dressed like this walking west on the exact same road.
Okay, I have no idea where I am at in this city at the moment.
You would be up here.
Up there. Okay, so they're going west. I'll continue with the same individual. because at least I know that she's aware of who we are. So I'm just sticking with what I know.
And the other lady's still standing with the guards in between the two over here. So, and your party is then moving this way through the alleys, right? So, where are you headed in this alleyway? Are you just headed like up to here? Is that where you're headed? Invisible people?
Yeah, we can go up to that corner.
All right.
Just
Meanwhile,
not stepping out yet.
Meanwhile, Oliver continues to follow this woman. She walks over to this intersection here. So you can, at where you're at, you can see the eagle up in the sky over to the east of you. You do notice that there's a few people pointing at the eagle. It's not commonplace for giant eagles to just be circling the street.
Not a giant, just an eagle. Just a regular, run-of-the-mill eagle.
Not common for regular eagles to be flying over the city in circles either.
That's fine. It's not a giant one.
It draws some attention, just not as much. So, careful point.
Sure. And I'll climb to a distance to, get up a little bit further so it's not quite so obvious, but I'll just kind of just hang up out there.
Sure, if you climb higher, it's definitely going to be less obvious that you're circling the city streets.
Yeah.
So,
as long as I can see this individual, that's all I care about. But I'll climb up wherever I need to just to kind of get out of the way.
As your group comes out on the circle here, you see another one of these black-haired, black-garbed women walking away from you towards the north. The invisible people do. Crossing this busy section, though, this area is completely packed with people. So you just see her move through the crowd, past you, kind of. She doesn't notice you, and she turns and heads north, immediately vanishing into the crowd.
Can we try to make our way north through some means?
What happened with those 4 guards? Are they looking around? Did they get a description?
You haven't seen them since you went through the alleyways. They're not visible to you where you're at the corner. Looking down the street south of you, you can see that the streets are getting busier. You don't really see them anywhere, so you're not sure.
Well, I would say if following these people isn't going to be useful, we should just leave Lower City.
Leave? So should I just drop the invisibility?
Leave that up until we have to drop it. Or until at least we know where we're going.
It's about an hour, so.
Because we can try to make our way up to the Wide, which would be a good place to disappear. Or go down to the docks and continue trying to find a ship.
Alright. I saw Oliver Eagle head south or east, so.
He's a bird.
I lost contact. I lost contact with him. But I'm sure we'll meet up with him again.
The good thing he knows where you're all at.
Yeah, but he can't see us.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't know that you are invisible either, so I think that telling Eidolon and I would have snapped before that, so.
So the woman has turned and headed south now, so.
Okay, just keeping an eye. And at the same time, I'm looking for the party, because I have no idea where they're at anymore.
How high up are you?
Oh, I don't know, let's say 200 feet.
200 feet.
I don't know if it's high enough, but that's guesstimating. I don't know.
I'd say you can make a perception check at disadvantage, but you have advantage, so it'll be a straight roll.
Okay. And that's looking for the for
Your party.
my
yeah.
party. They're in, well, okay, I can make it, but they're invisible, so I still won't see them.
That's true. I forgot they're invisible. No, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know where they are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have no idea. I forgot
So
they were
for
invisible.
RP purposes, I'm keeping an eye out for them, but I have no idea where they're at. And there's
Yeah.
no way I can.
All right, so you continue following
I've
her.
seen through the invisibility.
Where are you guys going up here, invisible people? How long does invisibility last? 10 minutes?
An hour.
An hour. So you're good for a little while.
Oh yeah, here, I'll just do this. I'll pull out a little piece of copper wire. I'll send over a message. Hey, we broke communication. You must have gone past 100 feet. But we're invisible and we're heading north? Where are we heading?
We haven't decided where we're going.
Don't you have to be able to aim at the direction of the eagle to do that?
No, I think message is just,
Message. Cast through solid objects.
It's sending.
If you're
They're
familiar.
sending their-
Oh,
oh, point your finger towards a creature. Yeah.
Well, I'm in the sky, so I don't know if you can see me or not, but
You're just a regular old sized eagle, so at that range, it's going to be hard to see amongst other birds.
alright. Never mind.
I hear
Oh,
nothing.
not so weird that everyone else can see a strange eagle.
Well, no, he went up in height. He was low to the ground before, which was conspicuous. Now
Well, I
he's-
only went down low just to communicate
You
with.
can, you
with,
can still get you still get a roll if
that's
you want to
right.
make it, but it will be at disadvantage because he is circling, which will allow you to pick him out, but you're not even sure what direction he went, so. If you want to make that roll, you can.
I mean,
That's up to you.
And you see me.
what would I roll?
Perception at disadvantage.
I mean, you should have Kai looking, but okay. Just saying.
The problem is with disadvantage, you immediately lose any ability to use your passive on it. Okay, so 10. Yeah, you don't see him. You see birds. A couple times you think you see him, and then you're like, nah, that's just a regular bird. But then you're like, it might be him. I don't know. So.
Alright. Can't find him. So,
And it's loud, in the city now that the city's fully awake. So, and you're at one of the squares, so.
should we just ditch this plan and go to the docks?
Yeah, let's just head to the docks then.
Alright.
Move down to this part of the alley and then just see if we can find an opening across the street to the next alleys.
It's, pretty busy. You can make your way across, but you're probably going to bump into some people.
Yeah.
We'll just take it slow.
Yeah. We'll be as careful as we can, trying to just hop it.
The woman you're following.
How's that plate mail working out for you?
The what?
Oh, she's circling back.
I'm just being a jerk. I'm just saying, how's that plate mail working for y'all?
Oh.
I don't have plate.
Anyways, so you guys make it across there. There's another street on the south of you there, just a little bit. you want to keep going in that direction.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep trying to make our way down to the docks. So
And if it's starting to come up towards an hour, I should know, and then disable the invisibility before we just like pop out in front of people. I don't know how long this is
we
taking.
can just let it undo in an alley as long as we're not.
Yeah, I don't want to just
wide
like
as in
have it
most
pop open right when we're in front of people.
Well, you're back behind the inn that you're staying at here, so there's some people around, but
Any
No.
of those cloaked people?
no,
hanging around?
nobody. You haven't seen one in a little while. Nobody's really paying attention to where you're standing, so if you wanted to pop in, you probably could.
Just do a quick look, make sure like no guards or no suspicious looking people are looking, and then I'll do it.
I would say wait until the full hour's done. If we can just get as far down as we can.
Okay. So you want to cross the next road as well, then?
Yeah.
Unless people have a better idea. Okay, we're crossing the road. Yep.
Not much input coming from the rest of the people.
So just heading down to kind of where it says Joplin's. Joplin. So crossing another road.
And by this time, Oliver, once she reaches this intersection, she heads north.
I keep watching.
Just a big circle.
You guys, when you're crossing this road, you get to the other side. Just as you do so, you see a black-haired, black-garbed woman walk down the street amongst other people, humming to herself right next to you. Within 10 feet of you. Headed south east.
You could send her a message.
I say.
Why are you following us? Because it doesn't reveal your location.
Wonder, is a cantrip considered a spell?
Yes. But as long as it's not another concentration spell, it shouldn't break your concentration.
It's not
Think
concentration.
invisibility.
With invisibility, cast any spell or make
Yeah.
an attack action, and it cancels
Oh,
immediately.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I will not do that.
Okay.
Unless you want me to drop invis.
Well, I can't say anything. I'm not there.
Nah, invisibility is more important. I wanted to see put as much distance between where we were called out to the guards versus where we are when we end it.
Okay. So where are you guys going now?
You travel that fast in this city.
Are you gonna just keep going? Okay.
Yep. Trying to get down to Joplin's.
So over you reach this intersection, she turns right again. And this time, as you're flying past her, you see another dark-haired, dark-garbed woman walk the opposite direction this one is walking.
Okay. They're coming together, but they haven't passed each other yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And actually, you'd probably make it a little further than that, about there. The other one would just walk on by, unless you're going to do something. They just walk past each other without acknowledgement.
I'm just watching, seeing what they're all about.
Okay.
That interests me that they walk by each other without saying anything, but they look the same.
Yep. Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Crossing the street,
Okay.
down through alleys.
And your
Cross.
spell ends.
Okay. Well, we're in the alleys.
Yes.
All right. So now we can just walk back into the street if we want.
And Oliver, you
Yep.
would be back down around in here at this point.
I'll
They're
just
making rounds all over the place, is what it's starting to look like.
She's just walking around this block, apparently.
Is she like looking around, or what is she doing? What's her behavior like? That's something I'd like to know.
She seems distracted.
Okay. Was she more so that way, or more focused when she passed the other person dressed like her?
No, she seems to alternate between just walking along. Every once in a while, you see her actually look around more carefully. But then she just kind of falls back into a nonchalant walk. Looks bored, in a word.
How do other people around her respond to her presence? Do they like give her a wide berth? Do they stare? Do they, are they nervous? Or, as far as I can tell from, 200 feet up.
There's a few people that give her funny looks because she's dressed different than most anybody you see on the street. However, they don't really do anything as far as that goes. They don't treat her any different than anything else. Just a few, especially men, give her an eye, But
what about guards?
The guards, they don't seem to react to her. She looks like she's wearing some kind of a fine, tight clothing of some kind, but it's not super outlandish for perhaps a noble.
Okay.
And
so they're kind of a normal. It's kind of normal here, but
you've already seen, 4 or 5 of these women too, so
sure. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of, who these people are. And okay, I'm going to continue watching. I mean, I got 5 hours of wild shapes, so
sure. What's the rest of the party
and
doing?
We just head down to the docks. See if we can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep a lookout too in the sky for Eagle Over.
For Eagle Over, you see some
I know
ravens and pigeons and seabirds.
I'm just gonna keep my eyes up.
I'm not sure how good you are at picking out birds.
Yeah, great. But I'm just trying to look to send him a message, so whenever I can.
You suddenly realize that he's a lot easier to pick out when he's Big Eagle.
Yeah.
you just need to be a spy eagle right now.
Well, the eagle's still pretty big, so.
Yeah, I just didn't want any trouble from other birds and other predators, so
right.
I want to be the big guy in the sky.
All right. So, what route are you guys going to take to the dock?
I would say.
Are you looking for the dock that you arrived at, like the ferries? Or are you looking for like big ships? What are you looking for?
A bigger ship, somewhere on that could charter us all the way down to the port of Calvin.
So the ferries dock at these 2 small docks down here, and these larger docks that come out in Branch. Those are where the big sea vessels are docking.
Right. So let's wander down to this one.
Okay. Well, you can easily do that without any real issue. Meanwhile, over if you're continuing to follow the same person, this time as you're going down this street here, you pass another all these women going the other way again, going down this street, and she would make the corner here and head north again.
Oh, she is making rounds.
And the rest of you are headed down to this dock here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a super long shot. Is Blackjack's ship here?
Make an investigation check.
Oof.
Looking around at the busy dock, you have a lot of workers currently, hauling loads to and from ships. But you look around in this area, and no, you don't see anything familiar.
All right. Well, let's see if so what do you guys want to do? Just ask a ship or ask around, see if anyone's heading to Kalmsham?
I don't know, like, how do you... Is there, like, a information kiosk or something? Some sort of, like, these ships are shipping out today. Or...
Usually there is a head...
Over how many laps do you want to do with this woman?
I was only going to do one. I was going to wait until I saw another person just like her pass by and see what their pattern is too.
You would see. Let's see. Nope, this up here you wouldn't see one at all. And back down here, but you would pass this one down here again, right about here.
Okay, so I'm going to follow the other one since it's pretty obvious that they're patrolling. So I'll follow the other one this time and see what everybody else is doing.
Okay, so now back this direction is where you'd be going. Okay, so that takes care of him. The rest of you guys are on the docks. What are you doing?
They're like a dock master or someone who seems to be in charge.
For this section of the docks, you look around, you do see somebody that seems to be shouting orders. And then standing off to one side, you see some guards. So, maybe that.
Alright, I'll wander over there. Excuse me, do you know of any ships heading to Kalmsham anytime soon?
The officiary turns from what he's doing and looks you over and goes, "Are you looking for a ship?"
Yes, any heading to Kalmsham anytime soon?
You'll have to check with the official office. He points down the dock, actually over this direction here.
We'll be sure to do that. Thank you for the
by where
information.
it says Low Lantern over there.
Yeah. We'll be sure to do that. Thank you for the information.
He just nods as he continues going about his business.
On to
The office.
bureaucracy.
Well, you're not just gonna give him 10 platinum for no reason?
Yeah. I only give that to poor people.
Yeah, that guy
Yes,
didn't
sir.
look poor.
Yeah.
And as you head over here, let's see. Ulver first. Ulver, since they're traveling, you follow her over here, and then she heads south to this intersection, and then turns.
And I'll follow
heads
her to
this way.
see. Yeah, I'll just follow to see if she's making laps as well.
And as you're going along this south road, this southern section of this block here, you see yet another dark-haired woman walking the opposite direction again.
I'll stick with the one I've got for now.
Okay.
I'm just going to go long enough to establish that they're doing circuits, and then I'll probably break away and look for everybody else because it looks like it won't be hard to find these people. In fact, one thing I'd like to do is after I've done that, I'd like to go back around the Elfsong Tavern and see if I can spot the exact same individual that came into the tavern or not, if possible. And I'll fly down lower if I need to do that.
All right.
That's-
So the rest of the party, when you get over there, you notice that it's the building that was indicated is clearly labeled Dockmaster. It has a big ship wheel in symbol carved into the sign in the front of it, and it's actually a fairly busy building. People going in and out of it. Look like a lot of ship captains, in fact.
Now we go to Calimsham.
I heard somebody say something,
Yeah.
but it's really faint.
Is anyone going to Calimsham?
I didn't say anything.
There's something going on in the background, maybe. Was that you, Riken? Or Kai?
So me.
I think it was my mic.
Yeah, you're really low.
Anyways, so you guys make your way over to the docks office. Oliver continues following women. You don't ever see the one at the Elf Song Tavern.
If that's the case, I'll break away. I think I'm satisfied, and I'll just start looking for the group. And
Needle in a
Yeah,
haystack.
yep, pretty much.
I'm still looking up whenever I can.
What I'll do is I'll first stop by going to the Elf Song Tavern and try to get within 30 feet of kind of where our rooms were at, and see if I can telepathically link up with anybody.
Which obviously doesn't work.
Right, but that would be my first step. So once I've satisfied that they're not there, then I'll start looking around, looking for any kind of sign. But I'm going to stay in eagle form. That'll help me find them.
Okay.
So going up to this.
As you are parked there, trying to communicate, you see one of those women walking nearby down the street underneath you. She steps into an alleyway, and you see her shuck her black clothing
Okay.
and quickly throw on a bright blue dress, and then fold up the old clothing and stuff it under a box, and then step back out onto the street and walk off.
And I follow her.
Okay.
I'm going to clock where I saw that box went, so I'll come back to that later. It's in the alleyway
Yeah.
at the Elf Song?
Behind, yeah. Yeah, it's behind the Elf Song. Because you would have had to go over behind it to get within 30 feet. Anyways, she heads south. And then heads this way. And then goes into a residence here.
Okay. And how did she look, and what does the residence look like? I mean,
Does it look flammable?
flammable.
I mean, this whole area isn't what I'd say the best, but it's a fair looking residence.
Middle class type.
2-story. Yep. Looks like it might have more than one, set of families in it.
Okay. Anything else I would have noted from her? Like
No.
she fit in with that kind of housing area?
Her clothing that she put on is pretty par for the course in the people you see in the area.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the alleyway. I'll scope it out, see if there's anybody there. And then I'd like to go down to where that box was at, if it's
Okay.
clear.
So what are the rest of you guys doing while he's doing all this?
Talking with captains, trying to see if anyone's going to Calimsham.
So you just be like, anybody going to Calimshan? Anybody going to Calimshan?
I mean, I'll call that out as we walk there, and if not, we'll go into the office and see if they have a ledger.
I'll actually head towards the office because I know talking to the actual dock captain will most likely
Well,
result in an actual booking for a ship. passage.
We could have gotten lucky and ran into the captain first off.
Yeah, it might get a little cheaper, but not enough to waste our time.
Yeah.
As you are, you walk inside and you see that there's long lines waiting to talk to different clerks. There is a posting board off to one side. Standing in front of that posting board is a familiar person. A black tabaxi.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Not surprised. Get your ass over here.
He
Deus Ex Machina has arrived.
he is examining the board right now. Does not see you enter.
I'm going to try to quietly walk up and just stand next to him until he notices me.
How long will that take? Let's see.
Hey, remember those guys that sink your boat in the future?
No.
Hey, remember the last time we got locked in a town because people were trying to kill us? Yeah, that again.
Where is he? There he is.
Deja vu.
Just remember, none of you know about the future. That was wiped from you.
Yeah, he doesn't notice you for a while.
I don't think it was wiped from me. I'm pretty sure Riken just played it stupid and agreed with the gods, and they said it was cool.
So that's up to Ben.
You...
I'm pretty sure he's right, actually.
Yeah. The rest of you guys hella went about it in weird ways, but I was like, nope, I forgot. I'm good. I was like...
I know there's one of you, anyways, that still remembered, but kind of just faked it a little bit to get past. If that was Riken, then it was Riken.
I'm pretty sure that was me. Yeah.
It was not. It was me.
Okay, then it was Ulver. It was,
okay.
But it was only one of you. So,
because mine was granted back to me. None of you guys know this, but that was granted back to me by Maliki.
That's okay. It's old memory. So, and if you want to confirm that, you can always look the video up and check it out and make sure that we're right about that. But I'm pretty sure it was just one person. Thought it might be Riken until Ulver said otherwise. One of you two.
Yeah, you pulled me into whispers for that one.
All right, so as you're standing next to Blackjack, what is everybody else doing?
I'll make sure to stay outside the office. Just always keeping an eye out.
I'm standing
for Ulver.
Well, hopefully I'm smart enough to observe which queues are which, and I've stood in the line to request passage, because I don't know...
I will point out, I will mention to Blackjack just as Kai gets to the front of the queue, and then I can call him out.
Make him stand in line at the DMV.
Oh, man.
And then when he gets his number called, it's like, oh, wait, we got a ride.
You as you're standing next to Blackjack, you keep hearing him. He'll kind of finger a piece of parchment that's on the board, and look at it and be like, the Lost Isles. Who'd want to go there?
Who loses aisles? I'll say out
loud. Blackjack freezes, turns slowly to look at you, and then kind of grins a little bit. Goes, Ezra, what are you doing here?
Looking for a captain, oddly enough, and it looks like you're looking for work.
Yes, I've been rather unlucky lately. At least I got my ship back to the mainland.
Yeah. If you are looking for work, we got a group that's looking to get to Kalimsham. with a possible stop at Candlekeep first.
Candlekeep. Yes, we can discuss that. Your group can pay, of course.
Oh yeah. You have a dragon scent proof case somewhere?
Probably not.
I mean, I think like just a box will work.
Maybe. Maybe not. Depends on the dragon, from what I've heard.
I mean, it's blue. Stole a bunch of its money. But admittingly, that money's already been spread out a lot.
Well,
Are
we
you,
can
are you
discuss
openly
that.
discussing? I'll say, are you openly discussing dragons in
Perhaps
a crowded place?
a,
Yep.
a conversation best left for another location. We can discuss it on my ship if you like.
Yeah. We just had to figure out where our drone flew off to.
What was his name again?
Over.
Over. Have you seen Alabaster?
He helped us in a fight and then stole a bird. Haven't seen him since.
I saw him a few days ago.
Oh? How's he doing?
He was looking for someone.
Do you still have the bird?
What bird?
That answers that. You would have noticed the giant eagle.
Probably, yes, unless, of course, he did not bring it with him.
He found giant eagle pocket-sized technology.
Anyways, my ship is moored on the southern Pier 2.
So
I
cool.
have some business I must attend to here, but I can meet you there at dusk.
Sounds like a plan.
It is good to see you again.
You too, buddy. By the way, have you heard any rumors about people in black cloaks wandering around town, or automatic crossbows that just shoot people in alleys?
When you say the black cloaks, he glances down at his own black cloak.
Sorry, not cool cat people. Hot ladies.
Hot ladies.
Yeah.
You've seen many of these?
Yeah, a few. And then they scream a lot. But you can ignore that last bit.
Sounds like my kind of lady.
Well,
Just silence. What do you expect him to say? He's a pirate.
going to be honest, I'm pretty sure they're trying to kill us. But, or at least observe us for the people that are trying to kill us. A lot of people are trying to kill us. This is Luskin all over again, man. We're excited to leave.
Baldur's Gate is not Luskin. This is a free town.
Well, it's basically the same party, minus Alabaster plus. Oh, hey Kai, you can get out of the line now.
Just as
But
he
I almost
gets
had
to
his
the counter.
tickets.
That was
Are you
just a
sure?
line.
'Cause I don't want to wait again
That was just a line to get the number that they then call out.
to get the line. Oh man. Are you? I'm pretty desperate, so I'm like, "Are you sure?"
I mean, you can stand in all the lines you want, bud, but I'm pretty sure we got a captain.
Okay. Thank God. I don't know. They were going to charge us a lot, so.
Oh yeah, I guess we never talked about a price.
You didn't even talk terms.
We
you
can
just
discuss that on my ship this evening. He
He's a
reaches
cool
out
guy.
and plucks 2 parchments off of the board and says, "If Candlekeep and Calamshan are your aim, then these might be best for me. He pockets the papers and then goes to stand in line. See you this evening.
See you this evening. Walk back outside. I don't like it. You will not believe who I ran into.
I know it was predictable. Sorry.
I was looking for his boat. I'm like, it's a dock. He's got to be here somewhere.
Predictable
Cool.
DMs.
He's the only captain we know.
He's everywhere.
Oh, nice. Is he gonna take us to Calamshan?
We're talking about that at dusk. But it looks like stop at Candlekeep, which Ulver mentioned we should stop by anyways. And then from there down to Calamsham.
Nice. I still can't find her over eagle.
Yeah, that's probably should be next on our list.
Speaking of Ulver Eagle, well, let's finish with you guys first, I guess, and we'll see what he's up to. So, you guys got anything else to do here?
Next stop would be to find Ulver, unless someone else has something to say.
Maybe if we could fast forward through getting supplies while we're here at the dock. If there's any like stores with rations or basic supply stuff.
I mean, we can yeah.
There's there's shops all over the place. So there are of course some main houses or some main stores, but if you're just looking for basic rations and stuff like that, they're pretty easy to find.
All right. That's all I really need before we move out of town.
Especially close to the docks where you'd be. They sell them usually in bulk, but you can pick them up. All right, so back to Ulver. Ulver,
Yes, sir.
You finish trying to communicate with them. Then you were going to.
Well, I observed the one lady that left to her residence.
Yep.
And then I wanted to go back to the Elsong Tavern's back alleyway. And if it's clear, I'd like to go down to where the box that she took her cloak off and put it, hid it.
Sure.
To see what's there, besides just that, if anything else.
While you're flying back, you don't see anything. You get back to the location where she took the clothing off.
And I'll just land there.
Okay.
As inconspicuously as possible.
Yes. I mean, let's see if anybody cares.
Sure.
Nah. Nobody cares about an eagle landing in an alleyway.
So I'll poke around, find this box, and pull it out.
All right.
Dude, do you
I'm
do
still
that
in
as
eagle
an
form.
still?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So you kind of make a little bit of noise in the process, but you do manage to ferret out the folded up clothing that was stuffed underneath of there.
Like to pick through and see if there's anything else other than just a cloak in there. As best as my eagle claws.
It's just a cloak that is wrapped around that skin tight leather outfit.
Is there any symbols or anything
Black
on
leather.
that leather?
Cloak. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, anything, any other identifiable marks or any other articles that are there.
No, it's just kind of. It looks like it has some silver thread worked into it, to give it some additional accents. But other than that, it's just a black leather outfit and a cloak, black cloak. Smells slightly of sweat.
Okay. I'm going to put it in a slightly different spot than where I found it.
Okay.
Just to mess with them a little bit. So I'll leave it there.
Okay.
But moved off a little bit, so it's pretty noticeable that somebody found it.
I'm gonna say that it's pretty impossible to return things exactly as they were in your eagle form.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's pretty obvious that
I am not worried about that.
been messing with the stuff in the area. You know what I mean? And getting it back in the same location would have been next to impossible in that form, anyways, because of the actions it would have taken to do so. So, but you get it, kind of hidden underneath something in there.
Perfect. All right, then I will head off up back into the sky and start making my rounds looking for the party, just doing a circular search pattern.
Just as you take off, what looks like a workman walks into the alleyway. Just as you take off, you startle him. You watch as you soar off into the sky for a second. You hear him say, "Blasted bed!" That's about it.
I'll even refrain from trying to poop on him. I'll just keep going.
Okay. And where are you going to go?
Search pattern. Search pattern.
Okay.
Looking for my party.
Just soaring.
How many
city
how many hours?
I mean, I'm going to be high enough that it's not like I'm like buzzing the towers or anything, but
sure. What is the rest of the group doing? Traffic on the city streets is slowing down now that the morning rush is over.
Your form is like 4 hours, right?
5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
So your invisibility, when it ended, that would have been 1 hour, and then however long, I mean, let's say, I don't know how long it would have taken for, steps of the individuals walking, but I'll leave that up to Ben.
I mean, it's probably been no more than a couple of hours since you guys originally left.
So I got another couple hours to go.
Yeah, roughly.
Or hours, 2-3 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
I think most of us are shopping for things we need, such as rations and the like.
Yeah, and you can just purchase those for the cost in the books, or on D&D Beyond. Cool. Any of the general merchandise that you need.
Yeah.
If you're looking for weapons and stuff like that, you can also find general weapon shops that will sell you, throwing knives or whatever, pretty easily in this area. So,
speaking of weapon shops, is there a short sword I could purchase?
Oh yeah, indubitably.
With a scabbard?
Yes.
Could it be one of those scabbards that's not diagonal but more vertical? You know what I mean, when it's on the belt?
I mean, yeah.
So
you want to find one that's worn different. It might take you a little bit longer to do so, but non-standard.
Get one that straps onto the inside of your thigh. Do that.
Sounds painful.
Just one that I could, kept concealed. Sword. That's all. Since I have a cloak on, robe, I want to try and conceal it. And I'll pay the man happily.
I mean,
that's all.
Yeah, it's you can get one that straps to your leg vertically, but I mean, it's not the easiest thing to hide a short sword under a cloak. So
that's why I was hoping for more of the vertical style instead of diagonal, to where it's not poking out of my robe.
Right, it's not as visible that way. I'll agree with you, but I'm just saying there's nothing that's going to make it to where it's automatically easy to hide. It's just in the nature of the weapon. It's not a dagger. It's a short sword.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. At least it's not a great sword, right? All right. So if everybody's going to continue doing that, are you done?
I don't need to do
That's
it.
all I need.
You didn't need to do it in the first place. Is that what you said, Ezra?
I don't have anything else.
So you watch everybody's out shopping, and you're just like, oh, great.
Oh, I got rations, but that's it.
Okay.
Really need anything right now?
You want some dried fish?
Ezra doesn't eat me.
All right, so sure. I mean, Oliver, you fly up and down the city streets looking for your group, but I don't think that you knew that they were headed to the dock, right?
Nope. That's why I'm making a concentric circle search pattern just to widen the net further and further as I go. And while I'm doing out on
You quickly realize
more of
that
these
in
black
doing
rope
that,
figures.
that more than enough time happens in your larger circles that they could walk inside your circle while you are doing it. So
Sure. I don't got many options at this point.
right?
So
I guess
I think I would
we could
try to
suggest,
slide
like, hey, should
low
we
enough that
head
you could
back
tell.
to the Elf Song Tavern and see if we can't find him? If that's all we're doing left is trying to reunite.
Up to the party.
I mean, the last known location that we actually had contact would be a good start. But we need to be cognizant of the time because I don't know if Blackjack's intending to leave tonight. I also don't know who Blackjack is because nobody's told me. But
Oh yeah,
I don't think I was with the party when
It's
I'm.
still morning.
yeah. He said we're gonna meet him at
Probably
dusk.
about 11, and probably by the time you get done doing all your shopping and everything.
Okay.
We don't have to leave immediately. We can just talk to Blackjack tonight. So,
Well, we are still trying to be like not getting murdered, so. Like,
True.
yeah.
we
But,
may
yeah, I
want to
feel
stay
like
with
the-
Blackjack. I don't know.
At least the last place we saw over though, we can't leave him hanging.
Yeah, we need to definitely circle back to at least that.
So let's start
So-
working our way up to like the Elf Song Tavern again.
Yeah, and then just everyone keep an eye out in the sky because he was an eagle. So if you see him, let me
And I'll
know.
be flying a little bit lower, so hopefully you can pick out, my larger form than the other types of birds that's out in the skies.
Tell you what, you guys keep an eye out for him. I'll keep an eye out for people in cloaks or weapon platforms. Things trying to kill us. Good plan, great plan.
Huzzah! Excelsior.
So as you're making your way back, the busy city streets, walking along, you hear the clap of something falling suddenly, and since you're trying to watch for assassination attempts and ambushes, all these little noises have you jumping. And then by the time you get to about here or so, the streets you are walking out of this intersection here into the city street, you get about a quarter of the way down there, and suddenly the streets empty out. Everybody's gone. There's nobody on the city street with you. You look ahead, you can see people crossing at the intersection in front of you. You look behind you, you see people crossing behind you, but nobody is on this street.
Well, this is normal.
I would say this bodes very well. But as my character, I would say this is really odd.
Yeah. Quick glance around. Anyone watching us? Maybe like from a rooftop or alleyway?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please. Anybody that wants to
Does-
look.
This feels pretty sketchy right now.
So if you roll under your
Or just
passive, then just tell me what your passive is.
15.
And Ido, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, if it feels kind of sketchy, I would do something like that. The streets are all cleared out.
It's up to you to decide what you think is sketchy, buddy.
Investigation.
I mean, yeah, I guess with the recent assassination attempt, I would just cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Yep.
So you look around, Ezra. Oh, Riken's like, I'm getting my rolls out because the fight's about to start. If you were talking though, Riken, we didn't hear you. If you want to make, do you want to make an investigation check, Riken?
No, thank you.
Okay. Cool. So you look around, you don't see anything, and then you see a wagon come in the roadway to the north, and another one pull in from the south, headed your direction from both sides. The wagons continue towards you, and then one of them stops. The southern one stops, and the wagon to the north skirts around your party, skirts around the other wagon, and then the southern wagon goes past the party and heads north, and then there's suddenly people back in the roadway again, and everything seems normal.
We might be a little jumpy.
Am I just paranoid? Seem trippy.
Well, I mean, we did almost get assassinated last night. It's probably better to be a little on edge than dead.
Guess you're right. Has anyone spotted that stupid bird?
This stupid bird.
Where is he?
Olver, actually, we'll go ahead and say that you've been flying circles, and since the city streets were completely empty, you saw this group of people standing by themselves in the city street, and you're like, it's them!
It's just like, that's a perfectly normal thing for them to be doing.
Well, for them, you know, I'll just throw
Yeah,
get rid of
what we
that.
normally do sometimes.
So, I
So,
imagine
and
you
then,
would rejoin them.
Okay. I
Did you-
would, yes, I will. Did I what?
Did you hear Ido?
That's what made your turned your attention. You heard me.
And I come and I
Force you.
scratch his eyes out, and you know. Ever see the movie The Birds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Made me hate
I'll
birds.
just come down and then I'll just land on one of the rooftops, and then I will connect with them and say, "There you guys all. Where did you go?"
Found Blackjack. We got a boat.
Without hearing the mind speak, I would just be like, "There you are. Where have you been?" Just try to repeat what you just said.
Dude, that's not over. That's just a bird.
Kill it.
I'll tell Ezra. Keep Eidolon in the dark now because it's funny. I followed those black cloaked individuals. They just make rounds throughout the neighborhoods, and they keep passing each other. And I did find one that left a box with a cloak in it, and they just had a blue dress on and went to a residence. I saw where they went.
Well, we're
Do
not.
I have a lead on what?
So over. Did you see where any of the black cloak people went?
Dude, that's just a bird.
I'll just kind of cock my head over and kind of blink and then start preening.
I'll think
Give a
that.
couple. Did you give a couple eagle cries?
Oh no, I'm quiet. I don't
So
want to draw
everything-
that much attention to
Fine.
myself.
How about this? And I'll mind link with you. So then now there's like a dual line, like telepathy going on.
Or we're just both talking over each other into your head. Hey, so we're not meeting up with Blackjack till this evening. If you want to point out where that house is, you can go cause a ruckus.
I do. And
I mean,
so you can't. I know you can't hear me when I'm talking to Eidolon. In your mind, you hear squawk, squawk.
Oh, it is just a
I'm
dumb
just gonna
bird.
keep being a jerk.
Alright, come on, guys. It's just a dumb bird. Let's go.
now this bird knows where one of those cloak guys went.
Maybe we should recruit them into our party since our druid seems to always just run off.
And now I come and dive bomb him and just. You have a hat or a hood? What do you have?
No.
No.
No hat,
just must
no
up your
headwear.
hair. I'll muss up your hair.
With your
and I'll
with your
fly off.
talons? With your talons you're doing that?
And then his
Sure,
shorts
why
are
not?
just
Might as well
off the street.
do an attack roll then, jeez.
I'm not doing an attack. I'm just going to muss it up. That's all.
Fine, use telekinesis to grab you and shove you in the dirt. Joke. I'm not wasting a spell slot for that.
I know. I think that might be Oliver.
Oh. As I snap its neck.
As we keep kicking it. Alright.
Sorry.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. Come
how
on.
do I approach this.
Come on over. Show us where we're... Yeah, what are we gonna do when we get there? We know these people, but...
They know us. We're pretty noticeable in equipment.
And how about this time you guys don't chase after them and try to murder them? Look at Ezra.
Well, here's the thing, or what was going through my head. I cut them off, and then my friends come and flank them. And then no one else showed up.
I remember about the low profile thing. It was like in the morning rush, just people around. You can't just use spells willy-nilly.
We're in a.
What did I
town.
tell you guys about using spells in public? I'm the wizard. I'm the spellcaster. Come on. You're killing me, Smalls. We almost got caught again. We almost got thrown in prison again.
But
Realistically, I could just cast healing spells and no one would be the wiser. I could just start healing people.
spread the word of God.
That's right. It would have probably made it easier, except for the fact that we're being hunted to be murdered, so probably not the best option.
Alright, well. How about we head to where Over said and we'll try to just... What do we say to these guys if we do encounter them? Just stop
I don't know,
trying to
maybe,
kill us?
Like, what do you, like, I mean, maybe why are you trying to kill us?
And just to be clear, I can't remember, this is OOC, but do any of us know anything about this Black Baroness lady? I forget.
We know.
Like, do we know, we don't have any idea about these people trying to kill us, or we do? Or did that information get...
Black Baroness is, she's come up several times in our travels together.
But did any of us realize that that's who this was trying to kill us?
I know.
Yeah, in fact, I brought it up to Riken, and Riken didn't remember.
Oh, right. Okay. That's all I had. I was just trying to clear things up for me.
In fact, she's she's on the letter that Riken got from his arch nemesis, the orc dude.
It's Eula, right?
No, not Eula. I don't think. Actually, I can't remember what her name is.
Damn you, notes.
You talking about Riken's orc guy?
No, I'm trying to remember the name of the Black Baroness, if we got the name.
The Baroness? Yeah, you've seen her name.
I'm trying to remember if it was Veritas or Eula.
Well, Veritas, there's a person you know. Eula is also somebody you know, but I don't think we've come across Eula
Oh,
other than
Terrasai.
through you for the most part. Terrasai, there you go, that's it.
Terrasai Zenobi.
Yes, Terrasai Zenobi is the Black Baroness.
It was in my notes. I just had to scroll.
And Alabaster said that she is a tiefling.
Yep, she is
That's all we
tiefling.
know. But then also wasn't a tiefling when we thought she was going to be a tiefling with Blackjack. If I remember correctly. I'll have to look at my notes to be sure. So she seems to have the ability to change her appearance or have it changed for her.
Yep.
All right. I guess let's be cautious then.
So I'm just gonna go to the residence and just land on top of it so you can see where it's at. I'm not going out of my form though.
Okay. And the rest of you headed to the residence as well?
Yeah.
We should stay together now.
So there.
Now, is this person home? Or would they be right now?
Well,
You asking me?
Yeah.
She went inside. That's the last I saw, and then I left, and then I tried to find you. Well, actually, after I found the cloak. In fact, if you wanted, we could just grab the cloak and present it to her. If you really wanted to make an impression.
it's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while since I could.
Give me the cloak. I'll put it on and just will knock on the door. She answers it to me wearing the cloak.
Elfsong Tavern.
I have no plan
In the
beyond.
box.
So you're going to go back to Elfsong Tavern? Is that right?
Oh, isn't that what Robe was? Or she tried to hide it?
Yeah, that's where she hid it out, out behind it. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So you come back. And it is still there. I had to check the time elements. So you find the black leather outfit with the silver accents and the black cloak still there. Not as neatly packaged as it was before the eagle got it, though. More of a bundled up mess, in fact. What are you going to do with it?
Does anyone have a spell or anything that can, I don't know, locate owners or other things of its like, or?
Oh, I do, but not prepared today. I'd have to do it tomorrow.
I mean, we have the cloak. We can just take it and hold on to it. The cloak isn't marked, right?
No, it has no symbols on it at all.
Just be aware
I
that
guess
there's
technically I could
a bunch of them out
identify
there
it.
too.
I'm tempted to just wear it.
What if we left it here and then just kind of posted up in this area and waited for her to come back?
Well, do we have a way of containing? Because they'll just scream for the guards again.
Identify also will tell you its magical properties, if it has any.
Detect magic will also just tell us if it is magic.
Yeah, that's why I said identify, because you could get like more out of it, I think.
Yeah.
If it's magical, yeah.
I have identify,
No.
but it's a ritual.
Identify will
You have
get
to-
more out of it because you can identify markings and fabric and all that stuff, right?
Identify is just for the magic.
It's more for magic, yeah.
Yeah, it tells you what kinds of magic and
And what
It won't
properties
give you
and
background
Yeah.
information. Well, that sucks.
no, I think
Oh,
that's a
it's-
different
It's identify is designed to tell you what a magic item is capable of, so that you know how to use it.
Okay. Well, I have detect magic and identify. Can I make a super spell? I'll make a super spell.
You can make your own magic in this game, yes.
Well, I mean, I don't want to spend 2 points when I could.
No,
spend
you just
more.
do. If you just do identify, it'll tell you whether or not it's magical.
In your
Like
case,
you'll get a hit. Like, but if you get nothing, that means it's not magical. So you just bypass using detect magic.
It's just a cloak. Yeah.
yeah, if you want to cast it, it'll tell you if it's magical by, if you get nothing, then it's not magical. If you get something, it'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, I used a spell slot for that.
On the cloak or the leather outfit, they're two separate items.
The cloak, because they were all wearing the same cloak, right?
They're all wearing the same outfit too.
Well, I'll cast it twice if I have to, but we'll try the cloak first.
Why don't you have Israel or Eilon do it? He can do it as a ritual.
I have
You can do it as a ritual too, can't you? Yeah, it takes 10 minutes, but you're gonna
takes 10 minutes, and that's gonna be weird just sitting here doing that in front of people.
It's not a very busy location, as the Eagle can attest to, but that's up to you. Especially since the morning rush is over.
Oh, it does say ritual, so I guess
you could each take one and do it at the same time as well.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to do it as a ritual or not. It's up to you. It just depends on if you want to save your spell slots and risk getting caught. That's all.
I know. What do you want to do?
Either way, I'll keep an eye out.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Sure.
Okay. 10 minutes.
I will climb into the air and keep an eye out to see if anybody's coming in this direction.
All right, so you ritual cast identify on the cloak.
Yep.
And I'll do the other one.
10 minutes. You get a couple passerbys that kind of eye your group a little bit, but quickly move along after looking at you.
Do the rituals sound like funny at all, or are they like
you are making
seances or
yes, like a seance. I mean, it's not a seance, but you're
that's what I
making
imagine.
vocal words, making hand gestures. So,
I know why's yours look different than mine.
Anyways,
because I'm a wizard, Harry.
Oh.
You cast identify and not magical.
Neither of them.
Neither of them.
I mean, why would somebody throw magical items into a box anyway? But yeah, it was worth a shot.
So we could use them as bait. Leave them here, and then we could case kind of stake out this place and wait for her to return.
Yeah,
if she
what
returns.
are we gonna do once she's here?
Interrogate.
If we try to interrogate her, she's just gonna call the guards.
I don't know that these are enemies exactly.
I don't know either, but
I mean, we had Spy Row following us last night, and now we've got these individuals all over the place. I mean, they're everywhere.
And they seem to know who attacked us.
Right.
They also
and we only arrived here.
They also didn't seem accepting to questions.
Yeah.
Neither would
but
Spy.
we do come off as kind of, weird.
I am perfectly normal, as I say, with black eyes and middle fingernails.
Yeah, like it's any surprise that woman screamed her head off.
Charisma of 18. I'm a handsome dude.
This really crazy, creepy looking dude just showed up in front of her and then took her in an alleyway and cast spells on her.
I am.
Come here, my dear. You sure about that?
What's your charisma score? Mine's 18. It was 20, but then I got uglier because I got cursed a bunch.
Yeah.
You just got weirder looking. That's all. That accounts for your charisma score.
I'll get back someday.
You freak of nature.
Well, it's
How's that
mid
supposed to
after.
be?
It's like afternoon, so
Yeah, it's about
got a
noon.
few hours.
It's about noon.
High noon.
As I'm looking, are there any more of those black cloaked figures walking around at all?
Nope, you don't see any.
Have I seen any as I was looking for the party as well?
Nope, you haven't seen any.
Interesting. Well, there were a couple of things I wanted to go get to buy in town, but
The last one you
I need to
saw
wait.
was the one that took off her outfit here.
yeah.
Interesting.
About what time? If it's about noon-ish, how long ago was that? Curiosity-wise, 11.
I mean probably more like just before 11.
Okay, so when the morning crowd died down, that's when they stopped. About that time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll let everybody else know that too.
Okay.
I wonder if this lady pulled a fast one on us and did some sort of spell to make it look like there's a lot of people. But
I
really, it
don't
was just
think
her.
so. I think there was a lot. They were all over the place. I followed like 3 or 4 of them.
Would it have to be a powerful spell if we could bump into him?
And I mean, you have a leather outfit and a cloak right there that are not
Yeah.
magical.
Right.
The
Yeah.
evidence is directly in front of you. I don't know what to.
It's a very strong spell, Ben.
Okay. I feel like I've created a rabbit hole.
Nah.
All right.
There, have that circle on the ground. Tell you what, I'm gonna take the cloak. I'll leave the clothes.
Leave
Just
it.
letting them know that we know.
All right.
I'm gonna start wearing that cloak.
Just take the box and set it on the front porch of the house.
So
Do we want to leave a note?
let me see if anybody bothers you before the end of this. You've been here a while. Yep, actually they are going to. So somebody steps out of a nearby house, looks at the group, and goes, "What are you lot up to?"
Looking in a box.
Eyes the boxes. Says, "You've been messing around with those?"
As I put on the cloak.
Well, clear off before I call the
No.
guard. This is my home.
Is this the person that was in the cloak?
Well, we were back in the
No.
Elfsong Tower or Elfsong Tavern.
This is a
alleyway.
man.
Is there?
This is a man, not even a woman.
Yeah, it's a man.
So it's a residence on the other side of the Elfsong? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a resident.
Okay.
Resident.
Is this your
Okay.
form-fitting leather women's outfit?
No. But that doesn't mean you should be lurking in the alleyways.
Okay, we'll leave.
All right, I'll leave.
Do you leave the form-fitting outfit behind?
Does anyone want to take the outfit? I'm just taking the cloak.
I don't want none of it.
All right, we're just leaving the outfit.
All right. The person watches you walk away and walks over towards the alleyway where you left the outfit.
That guy's gonna die.
Don't say goodbye to him. Just walk away.
We're just walking away. All right, so do you want
I
to
guess
go
we just-
investigate this house now? The residence that they walked into?
What was that? Say it again. I didn't hear.
They walked into a residence, right? You follow them
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
residence?
I showed you to where it was at already. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to the residence and actually like see if we can sneak in.
Good thing we have a rogue with us.
I would
Oh, wait.
imagine that nobody wants to see somebody with those on going into a residence. So you're making a pretty big statement if you do that. That's all I'm saying.
Fair. So where to?
Well, I wanted to find a few things in town. If I can.
And head up to the wide. But we have half a day to get there, do all our shopping, and then get down to the docks.
Well, I can get there and lickety split.
Be careful if you're going alone.
What are you talking about? I've been alone all morning long.
So you got like an hour or so left at Eagle form.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Where was the house, though?
I think once we get out of the area,
I'll move you there if you're going there. Are you splitting up again?
not splitting up. I think we're right here.
It's right here.
Right?
That's where the residence is, right there.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way down that direction. The streets get a little busier at noon as more people are wandering around at that time. So the streets are back to being busy again as you approach the residence front door. Doesn't look any different from the residences really nearby. So nothing really to see per se.
There any windows?
Up on the second floor, yeah.
Hey. Over. What do you see in the window?
I can't land on the window.
But can you, like, go on the opposite end? You know, perch upon
I
the
mean, I can.
house across the street and look in the mirror or the window? If that's where it's facing.
Is that even possible?
What? You're gonna go to a balcony across the way?
Or on top of a house or something? He's just asking if I can look inside the house across the street through the windows.
Sure. If you go land on the house,
Okay, I'll just.
you could as an eagle, you could certainly look in the windows up on the second floor.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Looking inside of them, you see what appears to be living spaces. 2 of them. It's definitely more than one household inside.
Okay. And from the one door, so basically one building has multiple.
Yep. One main entrance door. It's like a duplex or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Gotcha.
a triplex or quad. You don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let them know that there's multiple. Could be any one of the residences. We don't know which one is which. So. Now that foot traffic is picking up, I wonder if they're going to come out and do more rounds like they were during the morning. It's about when the rushing about started to ease up, they all just left. We didn't see another one since then.
So what do we want to do now that we're here? Are we just gonna go and knock on the door and say what's up, or creep around?
Part of me wants to ask a question right now. Which do you guys prefer, dungeon crawling or city intrigue?
Dungeon crawling, 100%.
Dungeon crawling, yeah.
1,000,000%.
Because in the dungeon crawl, there's a direction.
Not only that, but like you can't get sidetracked by some stupid passerby that didn't actually matter at all.
You haven't been on enough dungeon crawls with us yet.
I was gonna say they do the same damn thing in dungeon crawls. That's what I think is hilarious. I've tried to be like actually pretty direct with this, and I'm just like I don't know what to do. I refuse to lead you by the nose, so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in Eaglethorn, so I'm just kind of leaving it up to you guys because I'm not necessarily always next to you.
You want to knock on the
Right now,
door
I'm
and
across
see what's
the
going
street.
on?
Yes.
Okay. Kai knocks on the door. There's no answer for about 3 minutes. Then finally somebody opens it after the third time he knocks. And it goes, "You just walk in, mate," and then turns around and walks back into his apartment.
Wait, so we're knocking on some guy's apartment.
There's a hallway that you can see
okay.
down, and there's two.
It's one of those.
And then a stairway going upstairs, and there's 2 openings downstairs and 2 upstairs.
Oh, that's terrible of us. Yeah, guys. So this is I guess apartments. Didn't know that. Where do we want to start?
He stood outside the outside entrance door to an apartment complex. Anyways, I pushed you along.
Baseball, you'd be doing that right now.
Okay, so there's 4 doors. There's 2 downstairs, 2 upstairs. The one nearest the door is the one that came out. It was a guy came out and said, "You just enter," and then went back into his room, into his apartment, and closed the door.
I go knock on his door again.
It immediately opens back up. He eyes you and goes, "What? I swear it wasn't worth renting this room, even though it was cheaper."
With a completely straight face, I ask him if he knows any who his neighbors are. I'm sorry, I don't actually know her description, so I'm really poor at this. But we would have been told about the description, though, right? Like,
sure,
from Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get my daughter down for the last hour. So I've missed a lot of things going on right now. But essentially, I ask him if he knows where she lives.
Black hair, fair skin, medium height, petite. So
yeah.
you describe you've seen these women when you were walking around, so you could describe them. They all have the same basic body stuff. So, body.
If he says they live in all 3 other apartments, I'm going to be upset.
He goes, "Oh well, the only one that kind of matches that is Cindy upstairs, but she's blonde, not black haired."
Oh, I would have told him about them being blonde. Well, I guess maybe I didn't. So we'll say I didn't.
How?
But I did say the blue dress for sure. So I did say that. I know I did say it.
Well, she didn't change her hair color when she put the blue dress on.
Oh, okay.
Her hair.
I guess I took it that they all had dark hair.
They all do have dark hair.
But when she took off her cloak, she doesn't.
No, when she took off her cloak, she's still dark haired. I thought you were trying to say she was blonde.
Oh,
Didn't you
I thought
just
you-
say she was blonde?
you said she was
I
blonde.
said that the description, the guy says that, oh, that sounds like Cindy upstairs, but she's blonde, not black-haired.
Oh, maybe she has a sister.
Or
He,
she
shrug-
changed.
Thank
he
you very much
shrugs
for your
and says
time.
she's up there and closes the door.
Thank you for your. I shout after him. Thank you for your time.
This guy is gonna get all of his female neighbors murdered.
He's probably okay with it.
At this point, he's like, I don't care.
Petite woman who lives alone anywhere in this apartment. Oh yeah, she lives right there.
She has to
Well-
be hot.
I mean, there's only like 3 guys asking about her, and an eagle who's flying nearby that he doesn't really
All of
probably
us
know about.
heavily
Yeah,
armored with weapons.
Well,
I mean,
Riken's
I
probably
think-
the most intimidating, but
If you really want me to role play it closer to accuracy, I can. But in the interest of
No,
moving
we're good.
on, can we move on?
let's go up to that apartment that he pointed out.
I'm coming in, by the way. I would have ducked into another alleyway, gotten out of sight, dropped the wild shape and come out, and then walked into the residence before they got too far.
Okay, so you guys get upstairs.
Or
You
it's a-
get to the indicated door.
Yeah, with all 4 guys, just
Yep.
5
It's like,
guys.
you have to give
Five-
one
It's
more
kinda
fucking
cramped.
hint.
Yeah, there's 5 guys. I don't know. This is not exactly the way I thought this story was going to go. But
Here we go. Anyways,
we're surrounding the door. We have the door covered.
we have the door covered, or you do.
Ugh.
I'm the scared blonde girl inside, I guess.
Yeah. What about the? Is there any other exits that Oliver would have seen from the second floor?
It's upstairs, so it would have had a window.
Just a window. No like balcony or anything.
No balconies.
Okay.
I mean, let's play this smart and not like.
Don't
just
let
talk.
Ezra get his sword out. I'm just saying, like,
Or
we're
it's
not
not
burning down another place.
I can burn that down with just the deck.
I forgot that your magic works without the sword too.
Need a weapon for green flame blade, which is the
So,
only fire thing. I can do.
Anyways, are you gonna knock on the door?
Oh, I thought we were just going to discuss it for another 10 minutes and then knock. But yes.
Oliver knocks.
You're
Knock,
learning.
knock,
to be
knock.
part of the team.
There's a muffled noise, somebody saying something inside, and then you hear footsteps headed over towards the door. You hear a slide bolt lock, and then the door opens up, revealing a young woman with a towel wrapped around her head. Looks like she's recently washed. She sees the party, kind of squeaks a little bit, and goes, "Yes, what can I do for you guys?"
I think I'd like to ask you some questions. I'll put my foot
You notice
in
that
so the door doesn't just slam on us.
okay. You notice that her hands up to past the wrist are covered in dark streaks, and that there's dark streaks of dark colored water running down from her hair.
Keep in mind, I'm wearing her cloak.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I put it on.
Yeah.
We're leaving the alley.
Well,
Yeah.
I said
I'll
she
just-
squeaked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think maybe you would like us to come inside rather than, show this outfit off in front of your door.
She says,
Don't you think?
She says, "Yes, fine, just don't hurt me." And she opens the door and lets you inside.
Oh. Tell us the truth.
What truth? She takes her towel off, and you can see that her blonde hair has dark streaks through it.
Wait. Let's go back to that towel. What?
the one on her head.
It's on her head.
On her head.
Kai,
Don't
Hi,
get
come on.
excited.
on. Herb.
The truth that that's not your real hair color.
Her hands are also
The
stained with
clear-
dark dye or some other substance.
So it looks like you've been making rounds for quite some time this morning.
She
All right.
looks at the group and goes, "Look, I was given your descriptions, paid some money to dress in an outfit and dye my hair, and to scream and run away from you if you came after me. That's it. That's all I know.
What form of currency were you given?
Ooh.
Gold.
Also-
Can we see it?
No
Coins or bars?
coins.
We're not here to rob you. If we were, we would have already done so.
She goes, fine. She pulls out a small leather pouch out of her a crease in her couch that she's sitting on. She pulls it out, dumps out some coins, and goes, "This is what I was paid. 25 gold coins."
Quite an expensive amount for a place that you live in here. You do this often?
No. Look, I needed the money. All I had to do was walk around, and if I saw you, run away. That's it.
Who was the person who approached you to have you do this?
I thought it was something for one of the local plays. They were, marketing it or something. 'Cause they had a bunch of us girls all wear the same outfit and the same cloak, dye our hair dark. They picked all blondes, come to think of it. Must be because it was easy to dye our hair.
FYI, they were murderers.
Like?
Nobody died.
No, the one who hired you.
You didn't kill the other women, did you?
Most likely.
Oh my gosh!
No.
We're all
The one
fine.
who hired you was trying to kill us. We haven't killed any of you.
It's a guy that hired me. It was a play art.
Do you have a name? Did he provide a name?
And where did he get you that?
It was
Where did he propose this?
Stanley, I believe. Well, they put up flyers a few days ago.
A few days ago, we weren't even in town.
Yes, I believe. Well, they told me they'd been up for a few days. I don't know how long they were up, actually. But I found one yesterday.
Do you have
have
a
it?
flyer with you?
Well, yes, here somewhere. Just a moment. She
I'll follow.
gets up and goes over to what you think is a kitchen area and finds a piece of paper and unfolds it, hands it to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
And
Go to everybody
it
else.
says,
What's
wanted
that?
young women to play a part in promoting a new play. And it has a list of requirements, which are mostly physical attributes. That's it. And,
Does it have a seal?
and then it just says to meet in the early morning at
Is it dated?
at the square. It's not dated.
Is there a like usually there's like an undersigning or whatever by like letterhead or something with regard to the parchment, or are they just using blank scroll?
It looks like it was made with blank scroll.
Well, that's a little harder to trace.
So you say you think the name was Stanley. Would you be able to? I mean, do you know where we would be able to find this Stanley so we could ask him some questions?
Well, he said his name was Stanley. He's the one that met us this morning, handed out the outfits and the dye for our hair, which really just doesn't come out well. I should have known. It's gonna ruin my hair.
I'll just prestidigitation it out.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. How did you do that?
Magic, baby.
Magic. Well,
Gotta
talented.
I guess she
make a
got
pact
over
with
the
a
fact that
dead-inch
you're
dragon.
scary as hell.
She smiles at you winsomely, then notices your eyes and then looks everywhere but at you.
Yeah,
No
he's
good
low
deed,
stat.
huh?
I'm gonna turn to Ido. I can turn invisible without a spell, baby.
I roll my eyes.
All right. Go ahead.
Was this gig of yours? Is this it? Just this morning, and that was it?
Yes, we were told that once we were done to quit at a specified time, which was about an hour before noon, roughly. Of course, none of us had timepieces of any kind, so no way to accurately judge that, but we were told that once we were done, we could, or we were to dispose of the clothing, and we could just take our payment and go. We were paid in advance.
Okay, so looking at the gold coins, can we conduct an a perception or investigation to see if there's anything different about the gold coins?
They just look like local gold coins. I can't.
So it's of a currency that we know, or that they know.
It would be whatever the currency is that is standard for Baldur's Gate. I'd have to look it up exactly. There are different currencies between the major cities, and I can't remember what Baldur's Gate's currency currently is. But
Well, the main point was to make sure that it was currency that was used in the city and not something from outside.
Yep.
Which obviously you said. So
currency from the city. That's why I said it that way, as kind of doesn't matter type situation.
let's see. And then the parchment. So there was no follow up instructions after they were done. They were done. It sounds like this is mostly a dead end, guys.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
gave us some
Well, at least we
information
learned
about
that it was a trick.
and that,
Well, and we learned that there
somehow
was a
people-
person.
well,
Go
and that they had been expecting us for longer than we've been in town.
Do you think somebody did this just to get at you? How brazen.
Oh, we don't think it. We know it. We just don't know why.
So this person that gave you the job, they also told you what we look like?
Yes, and they told us that if you bothered us to quickly call the guards, and that it was all planned.
How do they describe us?
Yeah.
She proceeds to describe you quite well.
Names and everything, or I mean, how well, or just
Names and everything.
My God,
Okay.
we're famous.
Detect magic.
Detect magic in the room? Or
Yes, it's within 30 feet of me.
okay, and you're casting that with a spell slot, I assume? You're not taking 10 minutes to cast
Yeah.
it?
No, I'm just casting it. I'm feeling like she's she may not be telling the truth anymore.
well,
so.
and I'd like to insight check her, to be honest. While you do your thing, I still like
That's
to.
right. So you cast Detect Magic and you look around the room. You don't see anything outside of the magic objects that the party has brought in that is glowing with magic. Go ahead and roll your insight check for me, please, and I'll give you the results.
20.
All right. So you listen to her story, and it makes sense in a way, in a crazy way.
I'm just wondering how she
As
remembered
you-
such detail.
as you think about it, if a person was wanting to be, involved in these kind of actress type things, wanting to try to work for playwrights and stuff like that, they tend to have a good memory.
Yeah. Certainly an actress.
For you.
And they
Right.
can...
Of course, they're going to be desperate enough to take any job and not question it.
It's easy money, low risk. So, Yeah, of course they would do it.
Can you?
It was a devious plot, though, because your insight also tells you that the women's goal was probably nothing in their eyes. They thought it was just part of whatever, but had you
Just a dope
overreacted to them and caused harm to one of them, it would have looked like you were assaulting innocent women.
Ezra.
Never hurt anyone.
he just confronted her. I just want to talk.
He just
talk.
lured an innocent woman into an alleyway and started threatening her.
I didn't
That was
lure
it.
her.
Casting
I
spells on
chased her.
Followed.
You know, looking at him with his beady silver eyes. And
He cast magic on her.
yeah.
He said, "Come here, little girl."
I would also like to ask her. So, were you the one that was in the tavern that came in when we were there? Was it someone else?
No, I was not.
Well, this is interesting because there's a little bit of magic in all of us here, and I was able to figure out that they were trying to not think of certain things. They were trying to keep their mind blank. I'm not doing that to you, but I think I trust you. Were you given any instructions about that?
Yes, we were told that if we were cornered and it looked like somebody was paying close attention to us, to try to think of unobtuse objects that the individuals would perhaps try to read our minds. Can you read minds?
Sometimes. I'm not doing it now. It's a bit taxing, and, you know... I'm reading your
Honestly,
mind
I
right now.
thought that was a bunch of garbage.
I mean, I can talk to you in your mind if you like.
That's all right. I'd like to keep my mind pure.
She'll hear me laughing, chuckling in her head. And I'll just shrug and
Do you
just walk away.
do you remember what these people look like? That gave
That's
you
what
the
I was about to
instructions.
The Stanley guy, the Stanley fellow. What did he appear to look like?
Stanley was a kind of a fat, short fellow with a kind of a long beard. He wore a top hat and a red coat and a black cloak. He wore
Did he have any-
silver buckled boots and baggy, almost flamboyantly so breeches.
Any symbols or coat of arms or anything on the attire, on the cloak, on the jacket, on any of it?
He did have a cane with a black skull that capped it. That's, I think, the only thing that I saw that really was identifying. Oh, and he wore a monocle.
And these, how he was decked out, it looked expensive. I mean, obviously he hasn't got a lot of money that he's gave you.
It did look like he had money, yes, and he was handing out quite a lot of it. There must have been 30 girls there.
And the
30
cane
by
was
25
very
gold.
expensive, I would
Oh
have.
boy.
He had a couple of toughs with him, you know, with a strong box.
Was there anybody helping him with the strong boxes?
Yeah, the two toughs I mentioned, they were dressed all in black.
And were they human too, or was everyone of these people human?
Yes, they were all human.
This, Stanley, did you notice something about his hands? Were they soft, like he never worked rough, or you recall anything about that?
I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to that. You know, the toughs that he had with him, I do remember one thing, that they wore like a tough leather armor, and inscribed on it were hammers. That did seem a little
Two hammers
odd to me. I
crossed?
hadn't seen it before.
2 hammers crossed.
Yes, crossed. Exactly. Have you seen this before?
Never.
Yeah.
What was the color of the inscribing, or was it just embossed onto the leather?
It's embossed onto black leather.
Okay.
Yes, the only reason I remember it is because one of the guys kind of snickered at me when I took my money, and I looked up, and he was quite tall, so all I saw was his leather armored chest and that symbol.
I think it actually gives us a lot of information right there to know where to start. I'm sorry that you were caught up in this, and we didn't intend for you to be frightened. You just got caught up in something that, well, the money was too good to pass up, I guess.
Well, it seemed fairly honest work, you know?
I understand.
If you have a chance, not to scare you, but I would recommend, if you have a place to go outside the city, to take a little trip for a few weeks and maybe come back after this business is over, in order to avoid any repercussions by the people who employed you previously.
Do you think they would hurt me?
I don't
It's,
think so.
For talking
it's
to
not
you?
above. It's
Oh
not
my
above.
gosh! No! No,
No.
I've got a grandmother. She lives outside of town. She jumps up and starts packing things immediately.
You'll be fine, but it's
No,
go
no.
ahead, go visit your grandmother, go visit her.
Anyone that
great
would
time.
do this, they wouldn't think twice. She starts hyperventilating.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Gets hysterical.
Calm down. Have a platinum.
Let's
Great platinum there.
Yeah.
So, Kai is not the most tactful servant of God.
Little obtuse, but that's all right.
Well,
Makes it-
what are you guys gonna do now? She's busy packing.
I think we should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much time we got?
I mean, at this point, you probably wasted another hour here, so it's like 1.
All right. I'd like
You
to
might
go
be
do
getting a
few
little
things.
hungry though.
Oh yeah. So let's go where we can find some maybe some magical items, some well, not items, but steel components
That'll be at the wide.
things.
So
Perfect.
you can
Let's
try to
go
haul ass up
to
there,
there.
shop, and then get back down to the boat.
I'll ask this lady. What's a great place in the water to go and eat? Famished. I'm hungry.
She doesn't know anything about, you know.
The wide? Well, I've heard that there's a famous sandwich shop there. Serves this wonderful thing they call a haste cot.
Sounds like garbage,
All
but
right.
you know what? I'll try it. I'll try it.
Ezra's got to go now. Ezra needs to eat the Ace cart and go full circle.
Now we're gonna have a crossover episode. Great.
Yeah, Ezra can't get angry over the theft of another character's sandwich. Anyways, so you're gonna head over that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head up
As
that
we're-
direction.
As we're walking, I'll be like, "Yeah, guys, I don't know Penny Stanley. The guy doesn't sound familiar at all. How does he know us, and why does he want to kill us? I understand the Black Hammer, but this guy sounds weird."
Is this Stanley guy's description like ring a bell with anything? I'm just trying to rack my brains if we've ever come across anybody like that.
Nobody
I
even
can't
remotely
recall.
like this. No.
Okay. Okay.
I think we would have known the monocle carrying, cane carrying guy. Reminds me of the Monopoly Man, evil style.
We also were in town, and I know there was a guy that came up with I think it was a white cloak or black and white cloak out of Boulevards.
Honestly, I was thinking like a fat circus guy, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The ringmaster, like a fat ringmaster guy.
That's funny because that's exactly what I was imagining as you were chatting. It was like perfect.
Yeah. So I mean, not somebody you've ever run into before. So, did you guys want to go through Baldur's Gate or the Heap Gate?
There's one called Baldur's Gate, which is cool.
Where is that?
Yeah, it's out of your way, but you could go there.
Yeah, we'll go through Heap Gate.
So, and no real issue going through the gates. They're wide open during the daytime. Actually, they're wide open all the time, pretty much. And make your way into the Wide, where when you first enter into the Wide, you notice a large area off to your right with a huge sign that says Haste Cart.
That looks gaudy.
Let's pick one up.
So you head over. You get to pick the ingredients on it and everything. It's amazing. They have a bunch of different ingredients. You can pick whatever you want to put on it, and then they make it right there in front of you. And
what genius came up with this?
And then give it to you. The boy that hands it to you takes a sandwich from the guy that's making them and walks over with it on a plate and says, here's your food, sir. Hands it to you.
Aaron, the boys. How much are they?
They are 3 silver, which is actually really expensive, but it's the going thing. So,
is it too big for me to eat as a halfling?
I mean, you're gonna be full.
You order the 6-inch, not the foot long.
Yeah. Do I get it smaller? Is it like the child's version? It's like my shoulders sag.
He's like 2 silver.
Oh, it's a ripple.
Hey, win in Baldur's Gate.
It's fine. I got plenty though. It's fine. All right.
Ezra, was this fair here when you were last in your hometown?
Oh, this is new.
Yeah, you can see a lot of shops just spread out across the Wide, all different kinds.
It's gonna be looking at the sandwich. I'm like, man, I can't find this feeling anymore. This sandwich is great.
Jesus. I thought I was the only one allowed to do those.
Look at the sandwich and say, we can keep on loving you. Let's grab the sandwiches and take it on the run.
Oh, Ezra, you get inspiration.
I already have inspiration.
I guess that goes on your counters.
Yeah.
I've really got to figure out when to use my inspiration more.
Yeah, just when we make rolls.
People who don't.
But Ezra should lose one now because DMCA.
DMCA. Is that worth one? Yes, it is.
It's minus.
Do you already have inspiration?
I did have
Me.
inspiration.
I know.
Oh yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking his away, but I'll give you one. Because that was clever. It was clever. So.
Well, you can give everybody except for Ezra a point, and then it's like taking one away, right?
That's just cruel.
That'd be really funny though if that was like why you had to take down the stream or you had to mute it during this time. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm pretty sure you can say lyrics, you just can't play songs.
Those are song titles.
It's not like it's monetized. It'll be fine.
I know, that'd be crazy though if any word, because pretty much there's every word is a song title now, or every phrase. So you could say like "help" and like, oh, that's a Beatles song.
Oh, don't be fucking around with Beatles. Don't invoke them.
Help!
That's hard.
I need somebody.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do now?
If we have time, I just go see my dad. Head over to the blacksmith.
Okay, it would have taken you like an hour to get over here to get the sandwiches, so like 2. And then where's his shop?
I said it would be kind of in the same place as that unrolling sea roll. Or the unrolling scroll.
Can I get distracted and go over to the Hall of Wonders?
Where's that? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could head over there if you want. Not sure if
Hey,
they'll let you in without reading about it first.
Make sure. Where are we going to meet up, just in case we get split up again?
Oh yeah, they'll let you in. Okay, so you head over to see your dad over there.
I say if we get split up, we should meet at the docks at Blackjack's ship.
Where at the docks? I wasn't there, so I don't know.
You'll see Blackjack's ship.
I want to
If you remember
Ezra's
it.
house on fire.
Yeah, I should remember it.
You want to what?
Light Ezra's house on fire.
His dad's
Damn.
house?
I'm going with. It's like-
You're gonna set his dad's house on fire?
Possibly.
Possibly.
That's a bit of a big development at 9:59 at night.
I'll roll for
You know,
it. We'll see what
Riken
happens.
hasn't said a whole lot tonight, and it really is the quiet ones you got to watch out for.
He's like, burn it all.
You just see him in the back, like trailing with the rest of the party, and he's constantly lighting a lighter.
Yeah, why you got a torch? Why let's light out? Why do you have a torch?
I'll burn this whole place down.
Circlet of blasting.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's like
I am also. I got to look for some spell components, so I can break away and do that as.
sure. That
No,
should be pretty easy to find unless it's something super that would be
They're
rare.
expensive. They're expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
So looking for an agate worth 1,000,
Ouch.
and also I can pay for it, so I got all that, and then also some oils and unguents and
Yep.
unguents, however you say that.
Yep.
For the same thing. So
Cool. Just remember, obviously, I want you guys to remember that your bag of holding is missing. So,
except for Kai's.
Yes, Kai is still there, but I'm just saying that remember that your any money that you kept in there, not with you right now.
I don't think hardly anybody kept. Well, actually, I don't know.
I kept
I kept my money.
You did
on
not
90%.
keep thousands of gold carrying around
Yeah.
with you all the time. That is definitely not true.
Yeah. I'm
pretty sure we already had this conversation.
So I'm good. So I have plenty of money.
I don't want to have to go through this whole debate again about
We
money and weight.
deposited most of our money at the bank in Waterdeep and got slips for it.
Yeah, that's what I
That
got.
being
Mostly.
said, I still have a ton of fucking money.
Yeah, me too.
And that I remember when I sent like the shoebox picture and I was like, this many coins fits in a shoebox.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have that many, and I'm still rich as shit.
I'm not saying you can't have a bunch of money. All I'm saying is be mindful of it.
No.
That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
it might not be on you at the moment.
So, be reasonable with it.
Don't think
If Kai's bag was
coins.
good and gone, I would have nothing. Well, I had a very little. That's,
But you took it back though, didn't you? Like a lot of your
Oh,
stuff?
I took a bunch of it and I spread it out in different places. So I have them
All
kind
right.
of over right now.
Like we were saying, let's not get stuck on it. I just wanted to remind you. That's it. That's it.
Gotcha.
Just,
So how likely is it for me to get these components?
You should be able to find all that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta see if they're consumables too.
And then Kai, the Hall of Wonders. You know what that is?
I've been looking it up. It looks cool.
Yeah. So they would let you in. In fact, they'd be honored to have you there.
Yeah, I want to come see their little trinkets, and then I see the two that I posted there, that Star Sapphire and the Rogue Stone. Obviously, I can't touch them, but I know what I would assume. Well, actually, is the Rogue Stone actually there at this time? I don't know if it's moved at all or not.
If it is there, it's not going to be among the public displays.
Well, it says it's right in the two front things when it's, but I don't know when it's displayed. So if you're saying it's not, it's not. But I don't know. I don't know when this. I don't know when this article about Baldur's Gate is actually taking place. So I couldn't say. But they have other wonders there that look pretty cool. So
it might be there. It might not. I honestly don't know. So I'll leave that up to you, unless you want to make it part of this campaign, and then I'll have to figure it out.
Oh wow! Hey Ben.
If you're just going to look at it, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not trying to push a side story, so I'm good. I just wanted to show you that.
Yeah, the old games.
Yep.
Played them. Yep. When they were new, played them. I'm old. I love how people have been going back and playing them, though. I think that's cool. I'm not going to do that. I've already been through them, so I'm good. What were you going to do at your father's house? Besides Riken setting it on fire?
Just saying hi.
Wait, your father's a smith. His house probably won't burn.
Probably not.
I mean, it's a shop.
I mean, it's
a workshop with an apartment above it.
Given that he's a dwarf, it's probably made out of stone.
Yeah.
Your dad's a wait.
Trying to light it.
Your dad's a dwarf.
If I realized he couldn't light it on fire, I just shit in his bed. It's fine.
Oh God.
You have some real hostile feelings towards Ezra and his family.
No, it's just inspired by Amber Heard. It's fine. Yeah.
That character has not been introduced in this game yet. Unless that's Ezra's mom, in which case.
I'm not going to shit in his bed. Riken's a shite.
Shall we just leave it here?
Yeah.
For next time?
Your dad's dwarf?
Yeah.
Kai, were you gonna?
So you're a dwarf?
No.
He's just adopted or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna be like, man, it's nice. Must be nice that you have parents.
I have parents.
Well, not the original ones, because the original ones didn't
Fuck
want you.
them. He's my dad.
I'm just saying, it must be nice to have a parent.
It is pretty nice. Like a support structure and a safety net. Emotional support.
Must be nice.
Man, if only I had friends someday.
Based on your backstory, it sounds kind of odd to have family. I'm just saying,
No, I've noticed that it's usually the well-off kids from really healthy families that turn out the darkest.
Yeah,
It's like they have everything that they need, so they just get depressed that they have what they need. and turn out all emo and shit.
Turns out one of those things people need is safety from orcs. Hey,
Oh, jeez. The banter on your way to your dad's house is terrible.
I assume this is like right in front of your dad. That's just-
we're in the shop now.
yeah, you're in the shop like, oh, hey, Dad. Oh, by the way, fuck you, Reagan.
I just want to know how your dad reacts to the way you look now. Because you're not what you were.
He's seen the eyes before. He hasn't seen the fingernails or the silver streak in my hair.
I imagine there's a whole conversation there that I'm not going to try to roleplay because I don't want to get too involved in his dad's character. But we'll just
Really? You
say...
don't want to hear about how his son's fucking a dragon?
Fucking a dragon?
He wouldn't even know that, first of all. Second of all...
I'd bring it up.
I didn't know that.
I can say
He's that visitor that comes with you that your dad's just like, he's with you? Really?
Hey, Dad, these are my friends and Reich.
Yeah, where's the cooler at? Where's the icebox at? I know you got some beer.
Did you have any
Razor.
questions for me, Ben, before I hop on to do other things?
What was that?
Did you have any questions to follow up on the trip that I was taking over to the Hall of Wonder?
No, I mean, you're just going to go
Okay.
visit and then come back, right?
Yeah, I would definitely meet up with them after a couple hours of kind of sightseeing / visiting the Hall of Wonder. I want to go to the higher tower Hall Wonder thing, but I also probably wouldn't be admitted there. So
when you guys get done, it'll be like 5 p.m. and the sun's starting to go down at that point. So
would we be there for about an hour for like a short rest or not?
yeah, you could take a short rest
Sweet.
Cool.
Oh, I'll shoot back.
at
Spell slots.
what's his name? I got it here somewhere. Dwimby's house. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead and just end there, and we'll continue with our city intrigue next week, where the party will continue dealing with the situation. They still know the Baroness is here somewhere, but
So I figure by the start of this next session, we should just be heading towards Blackjack. Because if it's getting towards dusk,
I want to be
Right.
there before it's dusk.
yeah. So I figure like if we're all done with shopping and talking, then cool.
yep. And
So, do we want to vote for inspiration tonight, or all good?
yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I say Ido for the invisibility.
The one that like backfired. Yeah.
Ezra's dad for not disowning him.
Yeah, he's the real... No, I'll change it. Dwimby gets inspiration. For just being a good dad.
Give an NPC a inspiration.
that just means Ben gets another inspiration. I don't know. Which he could give himself inspiration anytime he wants. So I don't know.
Oh, I gave myself an inspiration for the girls that I sent against you guys. No worries there. I think that was one of my more clever traps to put in front of you. So it probably was intensely annoying to you, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta admit though, that could have gone really bad. You start killing off random innocent women. Evil.
We all just have to change our alignment. No big deal.
I've been trying to keep track of poor Ido, who Ido interacts with too, in case I have to murder people because of him.
The book's gone right now, right? So.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is. So I guess it doesn't matter.
But Ido doesn't know that, so he's just he never. That's why he'll never say goodbye.
Just always say, "I hope to see you again soon."
But what I have to do then is I have to consider when the book's going to show back up. Foreshadowing. So, you're going to give it to Ido, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, thanks.
Okay, he's up to 5. Halfway.
Uh-oh. Now I'm nervous. I almost don't want to wish now.
Nobody said you have to.
You can be like Oolong and Dragon Ball.
He didn't promise that it would be a monkey's paw immediately, but you never know.
I know. I always just figure it would be like the opposite.
Yeah.
Like I'll wish for world peace, and then the world will be set ablaze.
In pieces.
Like all the people die because then there's world peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the Dusk Bay wins. That's world peace.
World peace. Yep. Peace on Earth. Everything's dead. Gotta love how
you
many.
Just gotta find something that both you and the DM want, and then wish for that.
I want this to happen. Oh, it's gonna happen. Trust me. It's kind of like Blackjack being here. Everybody knew that was gonna happen. So you're like,
let's just not go on the ship and then go to the next port and see if he's there. Keep dragging it on just a little bit more.
Yeah, you do that. See what happens. Get to the next place. There's no ships. None. Or I put you on the friendliest ship captain in the world, and a kraken shows up and destroys the ship. See what happens? I'm not working
hey,
tomorrow,
we win that day and level up, right?
Yeah. I've got your next level up requirements figured out, so if you
will never make it.
If you complete the goal, then you get a level up. If you don't, you don't. That's completely up to you. If you don't do the work, you don't get the reward. So,
by the way, Kai, what was it that we were gonna find in Candlekeep?
I think he's gone. He went to go play V Rising.
You need to find Ogma.
Ogma. The
God
of knowledge is known to be heavily worshipped there, for starters.
To be fair, he should be here as well. Temple should be here.
There's a temple here, yeah.
Yeah.
But Candlekeep being, world's biggest library and everything.
Sure.
And then, of course, you had some messages given to you that suggested that you go there as well.
Yeah.
In the same chain where you were told about the Black Baroness. So.
Yeah, I've got them written down.
Okay. Oh, you are here. I thought you'd already taken off.
I'm in the other game, but I'm still in the chat.
Yeah. I think we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the stream. It's kind of lagging on, actually. Good night. Anybody watching?